Steve Hruby, thank you very much for taking this interview. We're very excited to see you at this next RAADfest. You're actually moderating a panel at RAADfest this year. Last year you spoke and did a great job. And you're a fantastic radical life extension enthusiast and done a lot of great work for radical life extension. And your participation in RAADfest was really valuable to all of us. You were at RAADfest, like I said, last year. What was the most important thing that happened that you think for you there?
You know, it was such a great event in so many ways. I mean, for me, just being in that energy and the enthusiasm of it all, you know, I'm an excitable person. You can probably get that energy from here, and especially when it comes to life extension. I've been to hundreds of conferences in my profession for different things, and you don't see that kind of energy often at conferences. And, you know, there was so much valuable information there, but just the energy of everybody who was there and everybody together was a really cool experience.
Yeah, that's so true. I think we all had that same experience. We were like, it was electrifying, a lot of people said.
That's a great word. I like that.
Yeah,
go with that.
Exactly. Can you give me a little, maybe brief summary of what you're going to bring new to your panel, maybe this year, or what you're thinking of? Give a little tidbit of information for people who are listening to this interview.
You know, bridging the gaps from, you know, because the most of the population is still a little bit behind the times when it comes to everything that's going on. And I'm interested with all the new breakthroughs going through is how people are looking to bridge the gaps from where most of the population is now, not even realizing this stuff is real and this is going on and this is something that's already here. And we're making breakthroughs more and more every day. And bridging that gap to their not even understanding to embracing this and being part of this cause. Because this is really turning into a global movement now. And as that happens, being more and more global, I think it's important as us, as some of the, maybe, you know, the founders of this movement, or at least the early ones involved with this movement, is how do we start bridging the gap for people? Because I'm sure you have conversations every day with people, and they're so confused even by the conversation. So I'm excited to, you know, because I think these conversations are going more and more all the time now. And I'm just excited to hear how people are bridging those gaps in their daily lives and how they want to do that more.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, we're getting more people into the conversation, and so they can even understand the depth of what's really happening.
Right.
What is the single biggest reason that for you yourself personally that you're interested in ending aging and death?
Any suffering to me is needless. And we know now, you know, there's top scientists in the world that are telling us that this isn't necessary. Death as a disease, like every other disease, is not necessary. It's a condition. It's a condition that's very real, but it's not necessary. And I think any suffering is not necessary. And death and sickness is by far the biggest suffering that I've ever seen and ever experienced. With people around me and people that I love that I've lost. So for me to end something that's the fundamental biggest suffering the world has, what could be more purposeful than that?
Yeah, well said, well said. So what do you think is the biggest reason, the most important reason in your mind that people should be at RAADfest?
The single most important reason?
Yeah.
I like that question.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm digging here.
You know, because if you're at all interested in living longer, in living forever, I think it's a necessary foundational thing to be around other people that feel that way. And RAADfest is right now the world's biggest gathering of like-minded people, and we're just getting started. You know, we had almost 1,000 people last year. You know, who knows how many people we're going to have this year. This is just going to grow and grow. And I'll tell you what, like, I've been excited about this for a long time. I was so put to another level last year, being at RAADfest and being involved and speaking at RAADfest, and the energy of RAADfest and the people and the enthusiasm and the breakthroughs. And there's so many things going on there. It's just a no-brainer to me. You know, if you're passionate about life, even if you're just passionate about life, like, you're going to love this event.
Yeah, thank you for that. You're very passionate. I love that. So how important is it? Now, you're a People Unlimited member, so you understand the power of togetherness. You've been a member for quite some time, a very valuable member. So you understand the power of togetherness. How important do you think it is for the radical life extension community to collaborate and work together to end aging and death?
I think it's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the only way it's going to happen. I love being a member of People Unlimited, specifically for the conversation of the environment that you live in and the world that you live in, but also the world that you're creating and the world that you're going for and the people that you need to be around, because you're not going to do it on your own. Some things you're not going to do on your own. And this is something that we need to do together. And there's a lot to dive into. And it's, keeping your passion going. Being alive, to me, is being alive.
Yeah.
Feel that way, the better. And if you're feeling that way, then you're going to just go on and on. But an environment like People Unlimited, an environment like RAADfest, it inspires you to keep moving. And I just love that.
So true, so true. Yeah, that's what everybody said at RAADfest. It inspired them to keep moving. It had so many people come up to me. I'm glad you mentioned, too, that it's not going to happen without this power of togetherness, because some people are sitting back and they're saying, oh, it's going to happen anyway, and we sit back on our laurels, and what happens, we lose momentum. So we need everybody to get this momentum going. Is there anything that I didn't ask you that you have on your mind you'd like to say before the close of this interview?
Well, I loved what you said with the momentum, and it's not going to just happen. And we gotta, I just feel strongly that we gotta engage ourselves. If you're gonna live forever, if you're gonna live radically long, it's not going to happen by sitting on your laurels, right?
That's
like
right.
You got to move, you got to take action. You got to have your body where it needs to be to enjoy and reap the benefits of all these amazing breakthroughs and all these new breakthroughs that we're going to be hearing about at this RAADfest. And to me, I really want to make a personal call out to my profession. And this is just such a natural conversation for chiropractors. So, I want to call out all my chiropractor friends. I have a lot that live in California. Please come to this event. You're going to be enthused, and you're going to see how this really ties in. And listen, when we're living super long, people need to be taking care of their bodies. This is going to be a great breakthrough for our profession.
Beautiful, beautiful. Well, great interview. Thank you so much. And we're all excited to see you at RAADfest.
Absolutely. Can't wait for it, Jim.
Thank you very much.